Welcome to the information session for College Credit Plus for students who attend private or non-public secondary schools. This information is provided during the 2020 to 2021 school year in preparation for the 2021 to 2022 school year. College Credit Plus is Ohio's dual credit program. Students can earn both high school and college credit at the same time in this program. Students will enroll in college courses and must adhere to the policies and requirements of the college. Students who are in grades 7 through 12 can be considered participants of College Credit Plus. These students must be Ohio residents, and they must be attending an Ohio secondary school, public or private, or receiving homeschooling instruction. Students may apply to any Ohio public college or participating Ohio private college. There is a small number of approved out-of-state colleges participating in College Credit Plus, and they are mostly involved in very specific partnerships with specific secondary schools. Students may apply to multiple colleges and may enroll in more than one college. All students must complete an assessment exam and must be determined to be eligible based on those exam scores. Once eligible, the student may choose from a variety of college-level courses. An advisor will help you determine those courses that you can enroll in. This will be determined by placement testing or assessment testing and college prerequisites and course eligibility rules. We will cover eligibility rules in a few minutes. Students can earn credit to satisfy both high school and college requirements. If a college course is 3 or more credit hours, that will convert to 1 high school credit or unit. Students must successfully complete the courses in order to earn the credit. That means they must earn a passing grade. If a student fails or withdraws from the course, the college transcript and the high school transcript will reflect the student's final grade. Students may take classes during the summer, fall, and spring semesters. Students may take courses at the high school, at the college campus, or online. Courses at the high school are offered if a high school and a college have partnered together to offer a college course at the high school location. The teacher of the course might be a high school teacher who has been approved to teach for the college, or it might be a college employee who travels to the high school to deliver the instruction. There are 3 important steps that students must take in order to participate in College Credit Plus. First, as mentioned earlier, the student must be deemed eligible to participate in College Credit Plus. This eligibility is based on assessment exam scores. The scores must show that they are at college level readiness in at least one subtest on an exam such as ACT, SAT, Accuplacer, ALEX, PlaceU, or MapleSoft. Each college will choose one of those exams, and you might find that colleges might have more than one option. Make sure you check with the college that you are interested in to see what their exam requirements are. When the student takes the exam, the colleges will review the student's scores, and they will use a statewide standard to determine if the score is high enough to be eligible for College Credit Plus. If the student's scores are not at the college level, the colleges can consider those exam scores if the scores are very close to college level and are within a specific range of scores. The student must also have an overall high school GPA of at least a 3.0 or must obtain a recommendation from a school counselor, principal, or career technical advisor. Due to COVID-19, eligibility assessment testing was impacted during the spring of 2020, and it also continues to be impacting the testing somewhat. Flexibility was provided during spring 2020 to prepare for summer and fall semesters of 2020. That flexibility has not yet been determined for future semesters. In the event that COVID-19 continues to cause disruptions, this requirement might be amended. Check our website for the most up-to-date information. The second step is for a student to apply for admission to the college. The students must meet the admission requirements of the college. Those requirements might be more strict or might be at a higher level than the assessment test scores that show eligibility. You need to check with the college to learn about their requirements, processes, paperwork, and deadlines. Colleges have the final decision on whether a student is admitted or not. Once the student has been considered eligible to participate and has been admitted to the college will then assign an advisor to help the student choose which courses the student might take. These choices might be based on their assessment scores, college course prerequisites, or other requirements of the college. As mentioned earlier, College Credit Plus courses can satisfy high school graduation requirements. It's important for the students to work with their school counselors to make sure they understand the graduation requirements and they understand how College Credit Plus courses can be substituted for those requirements. Some high schools will have more requirements for graduation than the state minimum, and the student must meet those requirements. When a student first becomes involved in College Credit Plus, they must follow the course eligibility rules, and those rules will continue to apply as they progress through the program. When students begin, they must complete their first 15 credits in Level 1 courses. These are the categories for Level 1 courses. Transferable courses, courses in information technology, computer science, anatomy, physiology, foreign language. Courses that are part of a technical certificate that the college has. Any course that's part of a designated technical certificate would be allowable as a Level 1 course. Courses that are part of a 15 or 30 credit hour pathway that the secondary school and the college have partnered together to offer to the students. Courses that are in first year study skills, academic or career success courses are also allowable as part of Level 1. In order to know what classes are Level 1, colleges must post those courses on their website, and their advisors will talk to you about that as well. Once a student completes the first 15 credit hours in Level 1, the student can move on to Level 2 courses. And Level 2 courses are basically any other allowable college course for which a student meets the prerequisites. There are some non-allowable courses for College Credit Plus. You are not permitted to take private applied courses with one-on-one instruction. Often those courses are performing art type courses or one-on-one lessons. Courses that have high fees are not allowable. Currently, the threshold for that high fee is $750. If the course has a fee at that amount or higher, the course is not allowable. Study abroad courses, physical education courses are not allowable. Courses that are graded on a pass-fail basis are not allowable. There are some exceptions that the college could tell you about. Courses that are remedial, which means that a student would need a remedial course because he or she is not yet college ready, or courses that are considered sectarian, or sometimes referred to as religion courses. Some religion courses can be approved as level 1 or as level 2 courses. Talk to the college about which ones are permitted. Other requirements for students is that, again, these courses will be posted on your high school and college transcript, and that grade that you earned in the college course is the same grade that will be recorded on the high school transcript. College Credit Plus course grades will be factored into the high school and college GPAs. If a high school uses a weighted grading scale for advanced placement, international baccalaureate, or honors courses in a subject area, then the College Credit Plus courses in the same subject area will be weighted using the same grading scale. We recommend that students carefully choose their courses so that they are working toward their career pathway. We want students to ask about pathways that help identify courses that will lead to a major program of study or certificate or degree requirements. As mentioned, College Credit Plus courses can be taken in subject areas that will satisfy graduation requirements. It is very important that students work with school counselors to ensure that they are meeting any mandatory testing or other high school graduation requirements. Students can be allowed to take up to 30 credits per year, which includes high school courses. The calculation for this includes taking the secondary school classes or units that you are enrolled in, multiplying that number by 3, and subtracting the result from 30. The remaining number is the maximum number of College Credit Plus courses a student can take. College Credit Plus credits a student can take. The maximum number of credits allowable for a student in the program is 120. Not only does the 30 credit hour limit apply to all students, for non-public or private school students, you must apply for funding for College Credit Plus, and that may impact the number of classes you can take. We will walk through the process of applying for funding through the next several slides. It is very important that parents take the lead in applying for funding because the parent or guardian is requesting the money for College Credit Plus on behalf of the student. One of the first steps is to establish an OHID account number, and you must request access to the College Credit Plus funding application. This funding application must be completed in its entirety by the deadline. Approximately 5 weeks after the deadline, funds will be awarded to families who have completed their applications in the form of credit hours. The number of credit hours a student is awarded is the maximum a student can enroll using state funds. Funds are limited, and students may not be awarded all credit hours that the student has requested. Funding awards are distributed based on grade level. 12th grade students are awarded first, and then 11th grade students, and so on until all grades are awarded. Pardon me, until all awards are granted. Students must provide a copy of the funding award letter to the college. There are a couple of options related to College Credit Plus for payment of courses. When a student wants to use the state funds for college courses, that's why you are applying for funding. This is called Option B. Option B is the default or standard option of College Credit Plus. Under Option B, students will earn both college credit and high school credit. Students must be awarded enough credits for the entire college course. If a student was not awarded enough credit hours for the entire college course, the family must pay for the entire course without using state funds. So for example, if a student is awarded 8 credit hours, but wants to take courses that equal 9 credit hours, the student will have to pay for the entire course that takes them over their award amount, not just the remaining credit. When a student pays for the entire course that exceeds the funding award, this is called Option A. Using Option A or self-pay, the student and family must work directly with the college to arrange to make the payment. Option A does allow the student to choose whether he or she wants to earn both college credit and high school credit, or only college credit. Option A must be elected at the time the student registers for college courses. The student must inform the college that this option is the one they want, that they will be self-paying, and they must inform the college and the secondary school of the credit the student wants to earn. Again, the student can earn both college and high school credit or only college credit under Option A. So now we'll go through some details about the application for funding. As mentioned earlier, the parent or guardian must create an OHID at the website listed there, https://ohid.ohio.gov. Completing or creating an OHID can occur at any time, and we recommend that you do this early. Allow a few days for the OHID to be assigned to you. If you already have an OHID, use the existing account. Make sure you write down your OHID information, including the password that you will create, so that you will have access to it in the future. When you have your OHID, you will log into the SAFE portal for the Department of Education. The address is listed, and it's https://safe, I'll spell this out, safe.ode.state.us/PORTAL. Once you have logged into the portal, you will follow the steps that we have outlined in the instruction manual to request access to your College Credit Plus funding application. The instruction manual will be updated and available on our websites when the funding application is opened in February 2021. So step number 1 of creating your OHID account can be done now. The instruction manual and the funding application will begin in February 2021. The third step is once you have access to the funding application, one of the first sections to complete is the intent to participate. You might have heard that public school students have to complete an intent to participate form, either on paper or electronic. For private, non-public students, there is no form. It is included in the electronic funding application. Make sure you read the information on the intent and click on the appropriate field to confirm the intent to participate. From there, you will fill all of the sections of the funding application. There are tabs at each section that you will click on, and there may be a section or two where you have to upload required documents. One of the required documents is an acceptance letter from the college of choice. So it is very important that you work with your college to apply, take an assessment exam, and then receive a letter of acceptance. This all must be done prior to the deadline. When you have completed all sections of the funding application, click on Submit. The deadline for this application, which includes all of the information we've discussed, and most importantly, the acceptance letter from the college, is April 1st, 2021. It is possible due to COVID-19 that that date may be amended. As of right now, it is April 1st, 2021. Check our website for any updates. When you click on the Submit button, you will receive an email confirmation that you have successfully submitted the application. There are no exceptions to the deadline. Keep in mind that when you begin an application, your email address will be recorded. And so occasionally we may send you email reminders that you need to submit the application. Please don't get the email reminder mixed up with the email confirmation that you have successfully completed. We want to make sure you fill out the entire application and you get that confirmation that you have successfully submitted the application. Watch for our emails and read them carefully. If you have any difficulties with the funding application, please contact us at the email address listed, ccp@education.ohio.gov for assistance as quickly as possible. Please do not wait until the last minute to complete the funding application because there are many families who will be applying and they may be seeking assistance also. We will respond as quickly as we can to help you through any difficulties, but we ask you to please apply early. Remember that the funding application, along with an instruction manual, will be available in early February, and the deadline currently is April 1st, 2021. There's more information on the website, ohiohighered.org/ccp/students-families. As mentioned earlier, after you have submitted the application, about 5 weeks later, we will award credit hours to families. The number of credit hours a student is awarded is the maximum in which a student can enroll with state funds. Remember, that would be option B, paying with state funds with those credit hours. You will receive an email that says that you should log into your OHID portal and the application to download the funding award letter. Your letter will be saved right within your application record. I would recommend printing at least 2 of those funding award letters, one that you keep for yourself and one that you would give to the college. We'll discuss a few differences between high school and college. These are general pieces of information, but keep them in mind as you consider getting involved in College Credit Plus. When we talk about testing, in high school, tests are sometimes given weekly or at the end of the chapter. In college, tests are generally fewer in number and cover more material. Sometimes a class will only have a midterm exam and a final exam. We recommend at the high school level that you plan on about 1 to 3 hours per day for required homework. For college, there's a standard rule of thumb that you should plan for 2 to 3 hours of homework for every hour spent in class. And homework for college usually is reading, research, writing, and so forth. For high school, information is mostly provided in the classroom. Out-of-class research is minimal depending on the class that you're taking. For college, coursework is generally requiring more independent thinking, longer writing assignments, and out-of-class research. Your grades are made up of a variety of assessments, but for high school in general, there are usually numerous quizzes, tests, and homework assignments. In college, as mentioned earlier, there are few tests and fewer, if any, actual assignments for homework that are used for determining grades. The role of the parent changes between high school and college. In high school, parents are strong advocates working closely with teachers and counselors. In college, the parent serves as a mentor and support for the student. The college views the student as an independent decision maker. The Family Education Rights and Privacy Act protects students' education records and limits the information that a college can share. For accommodations, parents and students work with high school staff to determine what assistance or accommodations can be made for students with individual education plans or IEPs or 504 plans. This is only for accommodations in high school courses. For college courses, students must work directly with college staff to determine if accommodations are needed or allowable. IEPs and 504 plans may or may not be included in the discussions with the college. So some benefits of participating in the program. As we've mentioned, you earn high school and college credits at the same time. You're getting a head start on career planning and degree or certificate completion. You will experience college early to understand the expectations of college life. And you will save on tuition, textbook costs, and fees. We hope that all students are very successful with this program, but if we have students who do not earn a passing grade, or if they withdraw too late from college courses, your school, your private non-public school, may require the students or families to reimburse the tuition that the state has paid. Again, that option B, state pay. The school will then submit this reimbursement to the state of Ohio. If a student is considered economically disadvantaged, the school will not seek reimbursement. The grades that the students earn will be placed on the student's college transcript permanently, and those transcripts travel with you from one institution to another. If students fail or withdraw often, future financial aid may be impacted negatively. If you would like more details about how that works, contact the college's financial aid office for details. If students perform poorly, they may be placed on CCP probation, CCP dismissal, or on academic probation or dismissal by the college. A student will be placed on CCP probation if he or she earns less than a cumulative 2.0 GPA in College Credit Plus courses, or if the student withdraws from 2 or more courses in one academic term. While on probation, on College Credit Plus probation, the student may only enroll in one College Credit Plus course during that one college term. And the student may not enroll in the college course in the same subject in which the student previously earned a D, F, or no credit or equivalent grade. If the students who are on CCP probation do not increase their CCP GPA to a 2.0 or above during that probation term, the students will then be placed on CCP dismissal. While on CCP dismissal, students may not enroll in any College Credit Plus courses. A student can request or appeal to be reinstated into the program. Appeals are handled by the secondary school. When on College Credit Plus probation, the only appeal a student may make is to appeal taking a course in the same subject in which he or she previously earned a D, F, or no credit. For College Credit Plus dismissal, a student may submit an appeal within 5 days of being dismissed, or the student may appeal at the end of the CCP dismissal semester. Talk to your school about the policy that they have for College Credit Plus appeals. So we've already talked a little bit about expenses for College Credit Plus related to options A and options B. This information is specifically right now about option B. At public colleges or universities, there will be no cost to the students or families for tuition, required fees, and books. Again, the private school families must apply for that state funding for option B funding. Any course that exceeds the state funding is the financial responsibility of the family, not just the credits that are exceeding, but the actual course. At private colleges or universities, again, there will be no cost to the students or families for tuition, required fees, and books, but students may be charged a small cost per credit hour. You will want to check with the private college to see if they will plan to charge this fee. There are some optional expenses that are the responsibility of the student or family. Some examples include parking passes, transportation to and from the college. Support services are available to all students from both the high school and the college. The counselors at the high school will continue to provide assistance to all students as they have done in the past, and college advisors will help provide course selection assistance. Colleges must also provide the same academic supports to College Credit Plus students, such as tutoring, library access, and advising counseling that they would typically provide to any student. If you're interested in continuing to participate in athletics, you should learn more about the Ohio High School Athletic Association's requirements. Usually you can learn those through your coach or your athletic director as well. Keep in mind that summer term College Credit Plus courses cannot be used to bring a student into compliance with the OHSAA requirements for interscholastic athletic participation. Often we are asked about credit transfer. This is a process that involves some research and some communication between the student and the colleges. So there are certain general education and technical courses that are guaranteed to transfer, especially from one Ohio public college to another Ohio public college. In other cases, the students must check with the college of choice that they want to transfer to confirm transferability of courses. The students should visit https:// transfercredit.ohio.gov for transfer information. We've talked about College Ready related to assessment testing, and now we need to make sure we mention that this College Ready does not mean just academically ready. It means that you are ready for the emotional and social transition from high school to college, and you will be able to handle the college expectations of that transition. You will be asked to ensure that your time management and organization skills are solid and that you are ready to handle the rigor of college level courses and the pace of college level courses. As we've mentioned in many places, the grades that you earn are for high school and college credit, and they will be calculated into your GPA at both places. The College Credit Plus courses and credits, as we've mentioned, will be utilized in the calculation of future financial aid. Some of the deadlines that you should be considering right now is, do not forget that April 1st, 2021 is the deadline to complete the electronic funding application, which includes the intent to participate, and the website is listed there as we've mentioned before. You should check ACT and SAT testing dates. If your college that you want to apply to requires one of those tests, talk to the college and get signed up for the test. You should check the college application dates. Every college may have a different deadline, and you must receive an acceptance letter from the college in order to apply for funding. If you are interested in summer, watch for those semester deadlines because those may be earlier since classes usually start in May. Here's how to get started. Apply for admission. Make sure you meet that deadline or earlier, especially for non-public private school students. Get it in early. Contact the college about assessment testing. Start the funding process early. Remember, the application will be ready in early February. Check our website for the dates. Submit the application no later than the deadline, but we do recommend submitting early. Meet with your school counselor to discuss scheduling and graduation requirements. Keep an eye on our website to see if there have been any extensions or changes to dates due to COVID-19. And then, of course, just check our website for additional resources. We have an extensive FAQ list and a page for students and families specifically.